As you live life, begin at once and count each separate day as a separate life. I was not born to control my life, neither do I live only for my personal satisfaction. I was molded into a human. With that, I deeply thank the Lord above. Thank you for this day. I was to open my eyes and wake up with the sweet morning I always get to feel every day. But will there be another tomorrow after this? Or will this be the last time I'll be able to open my eyes and see how the beautiful sunrise makes me realize that life is worth living after all? What if tomorrow never comes? God has written 1,000 promises all over my heart that says, life is far too sacred to ever end. Maybe I have to be contented. It's just a matter of accepting reality, because there is nothing I can do about this. Ever. I have the money, I have the looks, I have the brains, and this is the kind of life I've always wanted to live. Happiness aside, there is one thing that all my riches can never buy, and that is to save me from my death. I'm 25 and I have brain cancer. The doctors said I only have a few months to live. This isn't fair. I still don't have a family to call my own, and I haven't proven much of myself. Somebody should have told me right at the start of my life that I will be dying. Then I might have lived my life to the fullest in every minute of the day. There are only few tomorrows left for me. When will this life stop? At this point, I would love to savor every possible moment I could. I did not choose my destiny. I still want to live this life I have on hand. God, do you hear me? Are you still listening to me? Or have you forsaken me? Why did I not have the ability to know when you would want to take me so that at least I would be decisive enough to distinguish wisely what is right from wrong? In search of some rest, in search of a break from a life of tests, where some things always at stake, where some things always so far. What about my dreams? Would they remain impossible as what they were to me before? The moment I knew that I will be dying soon, and all other sentient beings are dying with me, I start to have a burning, almost a heartbreaking sense of fragility and preciousness of each moment and each being. The idea of death, the fear of it, haunts me like nothing else could. It is a mainspring of human activity, designed largely to avoid the fatality of death, to overcome it by denying in some way that it is the final destiny of man. Everything is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I wanted a perfect ending. Now I've learned the hard way that some poems don't rhyme, and some stories don't have a clear beginning, middle, and end. Life is about not knowing, having to change, taking the moment and making the best of it. without knowing what's going to happen next. Delicious ambiguity. It seems a strange and repugnant conclusion that with the cessation of consciousness at death, there ceases to be any knowledge of having existed. With my last breath, it falls the same thing as though I have never lived. And then the consciousness itself. What is it during the time that it continues? And what becomes of it when it ends? I am now ready to meet my Creator. Whether my Creator is prepared or not for the great ordeal of meeting me, that will be another story. Today is where my book begins. The rest is still unwritten.